Imagine you're stranded in the wild, surrounded by a pack of wolves, with nothing but your wits and a few other survivors. You're miles away from civilization, facing a battle against the unforgiving elements and your own fears. This is the gripping scenario of The Gray, where a group of oil workers crash in the Alaskan wilderness and must survive not just the harsh landscape, but also a pack of relentless wolves. The Gray follows John Ottway, played by Liam Neeson, a man whose job is to protect oil workers from wild animals. After a devastating plane crash, Ottway and a small group of survivors find themselves in a frozen wasteland. With little hope of rescue, they must journey through the snow-covered wilderness, pursued by a pack of wolves. As they struggle to survive, each man confronts his own mortality, fears, and their purpose in life. Ottway, haunted by memories of his wife and struggling with his own destructive thoughts, becomes the group's reluctant leader. The wolves become a metaphor for the existential threats and the inevitability of death that each person faces. The survivors must decide whether to give in to despair or fight for every breath, making The Gray not just a survival story, but a deep exploration of human resilience and the will to live. Stoic virtues in The Gray. Courage. Ottway and the survivors display immense courage, not just in facing the wolves, but in confronting their own fears and doubts. Stoicism teaches that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to act in spite of it. In daily life, courage can mean standing up for your beliefs, even when it's unpopular, or facing a challenging situation at work or in personal relationships without running away. Wisdom. Throughout the film, Ottway uses his knowledge of the wilderness to guide the group. This practical wisdom, or phronesis, is a core Stoic virtue. It's about making the best possible decisions with the information available, even in dire circumstances. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." We can apply wisdom in our lives by making thoughtful decisions, whether it's about managing finances, resolving conflicts, or planning for the future. It involves being mindful and considering the consequences of our actions. Temperance. The survivors must ration their limited supplies and control their emotions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-control and moderation, both in our desires and reactions. Practicing temperance might involve moderating our consumption of food, media, or even social interactions. It also means controlling our emotional responses, staying calm in the face of stress or provocation. Acceptance of fate. Ottway recites a poem throughout the movie. "Once more into the fray, into the last good fight I'll ever know. Live and die on this day. Live and die on this day." This reflects the Stoic acceptance of fate and the inevitability of death. The characters must accept their circumstances and find meaning in their struggle, regardless of the outcome. In life, we often face situations beyond our control, whether it's illness, loss, or unexpected changes. Stoicism teaches us to accept these events with equanimity, focusing on what we can control, our reactions and attitudes. Marcus Aurelius's reflection, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live," resonates deeply with Ottway's ultimate resolve. People often grapple with existential questions like the meaning of life, the inevitability of death, and the search for purpose. For example, someone might struggle with feeling unfulfilled in their career or fearing the unknown future. Current events have brought existential questions to the forefront, forcing many to confront the fragility of life and the importance of what truly matters. Stoicism provides practical tools to navigate these struggles. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we can find peace and purpose. For instance, during uncertain times, instead of worrying about the future, we can focus on what we can do in the present moment, like connecting with loved ones, improving our skills, or contributing to our community. The Gray reminds us that life is a journey filled with challenges, but it's our response to these challenges that defines us. By embracing Stoic virtues, we can face life's adversities with strength, wisdom, and grace, finding meaning in every step of the way. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you joining our journey through the profound philosophy of Stoicism in daily life and pop culture. We'll see you on the next one.